people of the internet. Today I am playing my summer car where it's actually really dark. That's because I saved in the toilet on this little island. I think I've shown it before. Can we... Oh, it just came up with the get on boat thing. So, yeah, I need to get on the boat. That's a start. Because I just jumped off the boat. Yeah, I really don't know what I'm doing. It doesn't help that it's so dark here. The water's reflections are all I have on my side. It was reasonably light before I parked the tractor at the shop, and my plan was to go home and sleep. But I couldn't be bothered to drive the whole way home, so I stopped at the island. And yeah, we're seeing how that's going for me right now. Come on, where are you hiding, Little Control? Right, I think, can we jump on? Yes, that's worked. Good. Now, while I can see the motor, this doesn't have a light. So I just have to hope, I guess. I can't see any gear indicated. Maybe I've not started it properly. I don't know. I'm not hearing anything, that's for sure. Come on. It can't be out of fuel, can it? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back onto the island where I think there's a bed. I could very well be wrong here. I think... Oh, a sofa, that's it. Where I can sleep, and wow, I cannot see a thing. So we're on this balcony, I think. You know what? I think the best thing we can do at this point is save at the toilet. Because it's very dark. I can at least tell where the toilet is vaguely. And then re-enter the game. Yeah, see? I don't even know where the entrance is to the toilet. I think this is it. There we go. Somehow I did that. That should fast forward time a little. And then we go back and continue game. And as if by magic, that loading screen was suddenly sped up. I never thought I'd say this on a video, but back to the toilet. I'll resume when I'm at home. Well, that was an experience. It looks like I had to pee into the air and then drink my own urine because desperate times call for desperate measures and all that. I can also have some Macron because my hunger needs sorting, which means my thirst needs sorting again. Oh dear. Yeah, just have extra water because we all need it. And that's that done for the time being. The boat is somewhere over there. The wheel dock is over that side of the house, but I stupidly got lost and didn't realise where I was supposed to be going. Now, I can't remember where I left the mini bike. That would help if I actually remembered where I left the mini bike. Now, have we got oil? I think we might have engine oil and all that. And the fuel can here, petrol, or gasoline as it says. We may be able to get the Satsuma running and use this, although there's more preferable modes of transport than a half-built car at the moment. I say half-built, slightly more than half, I would say. But anyway, we can perhaps use a sauna. Now I know how to operate it and everything. I wonder if it's turned on. That would definitely be convenient. Seems very steamy. So I guess that's a good sign. Put that on and go out with our bucket. I can think of the appropriate words eventually. Yeah, that'll fill up. Nothing wrong with that angle at all. Although some people will probably get driven completely mad by it, unsubscribe from my channel, and then go and subscribe to someone else just out of spite. Yeah, people aren't that bad normally, but it can happen. If I keep making the same mistakes I always do. Hey, it's me. You can never expect anything to be perfect. Come on. Yay! Steam! Right, I'll stay here for a while with all of the steam. Yes, that's how steam is said now. There's no other way to say steam. Yeah, and I said it wrong. I apologise for that. But I will add some more steam, and I'll add to the Satsuma as well, and I'll return when I am done with that. Okay, so we're back at the boat again in, should I say, a new day? I'm not sure if it's a new day or an old day, to be honest. But we do need to start this up and get going. So if I can enter driving mode. Am I in gear even? I don't know. There we go. And you're not wanting to move, are you? Can we change down? Still don't want to go. Okay. Looks like we're going to do it the hard way. We do have some two-stroke fuel from the house. The only one I had in my house, sadly. But I'm going to buy more from the shop anyway. My needs are sorted, which is always good in that respect. And we should be able to put our hands away now and just... Can we climb on? Will it let us? Yep, F, where are you? There we go. Two-stroke fuel, as I said. If it runs out, we won't be stranded. So that's always good. I have plenty of needs left. I just need to enter driving mode, which I'm taking a stupid amount of time to do. We need to change into first gear. Our only forwards gear, and please don't mess up, please don't mess up. Oh dear. I think I messed up. I messed up bad. Now, again, we get J. That should give us our push hands. And can we jump up now? Okay, so... Can we climb on? Do you let me climb on board? I think I'm underneath the boat now. There we go, we're on board. We're on board. Unfortunately, the boat seems to have gone into just as bad a position as it was in before. That should help us, and now we can press F, is it, to climb on board? Oop. Come on, I need to enter driving mode, any which way you'll let me. And we're off. A bit more hassle than I would have liked. Oh dear, thunder, I just saw that. Maybe if I was in the water then, I would have been in for a nasty, nasty shock. In a literal sense there, as in nasty shock. But we're on the boat, so I'm hoping we're safe. I'm not answering the phone in that weather as well. It's always a good thing to avoid doing. I need to be careful with my words here, because I'll end up saying answer the phone in a thunderstorm. Oh dear, I just said it. But anyway, hopefully we can get to the island and maybe do something like sauna. I don't know. And then we can continue to travel on when I've done whatever I do there. You alright? Yeah, this water's pretty dirty anyway. I'm just peeing into a jet stream. Yeah, who's to know though? There's no one out here. Who's to know I'm urinating into the fresh water? It's quite murky, so yeah. I'm not going swimming in that though. Not in this part of the water at least. I know what kind of monsters go to the toilet in the sea. Still, it's a very nice journey here to the island. Slightly different route because we came to that side of my house instead of that side where we should have gone to. That was all me. I'm so smart. I thought the dirtiness meter was how much money I've got for a moment. That was weirding me out for a moment. Now, do we need to do anything there? My needs are high enough. I think I'll just go to the town, refuel this, go to my tractor, perhaps, and we will be done. Or, actually no, I won't bother refueling it. Change of plan, I'll just leave the fuel here unless it runs out. So, that's what I'll do. I'll rejoin you shortly. Okay, so I'm not really sure what's happened, but the hill back there, I just couldn't climb it with my tractor. So eventually this guy came along in his car and actually drove into the front of my tractor, so I just decided I was going to back up and hitchhike home for now. What I'll probably do is I'll probably get the sewage truck and tow the tractor up the hill. It's about the easiest thing I can think of doing right now. My character is kind of tired, but that's the worst of it really, and this guy's going to drive me right home, so there should be no issues from there on out. I just wish it could be a bit easier. I've used this route many times before. I'm not sure how it would suddenly be unscalable by a tractor. Maybe my shopping was a little too heavy or something, if that's even modelled. It would be interesting if that's the case, but it seems unlikely somewhat. Still, things are getting back on track, I can say. As a matter of fact, I'll get to town and then take the boat home. Means I've got less stuff kind of stranded out the way. So it seems like a good plan all in all for what I'm doing. And I'll return when I've got it as I want it to be. It is time to do magic things to the Satsuma. And I'm stuck on a tractor. Not anymore. Here it is with slightly more bits on. Now it's got a battery. Got to urinate all over the battery. Nothing dangerous about that at all. Try and get all this suspension in. We've got to make sure it's perfect, you know. Get the interior. Ooh, lovely, lovely. The inspectors for the rally won't even go near this. It's far too special for them. And we don't want to end up in the pit, that's for sure. Go around the engine bay, into the radiator. We have an oil filter here. Can't quite figure out where it goes. As with certain other bits, but some of the stuff around the back I've started to install. And the radiator's installed now and the battery, so I'm moving with this. Even if it's not the quickest project in the world. There we go. You can get thrown over there. And for no particular reason, we can just go and hit the Satsuma with a sledgehammer. I'm not sure whether this is what you use to straighten out body panels or something. I'm not doing a very good job of it. Just look at that front end. So much pressure upon it. Throw the sledgehammer. Can we throw it? Yes. Hey, we landed it in the engine bay. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it for today. Not much has happened. But then sometimes that would be the case. I have got all my vehicles at home now, which is definitely a plus. Okay, so I've got an idea that I have to hopefully execute. Which is the more full one of these. I think I want to take the more full one, which would in that case be this one. because I have had an evil plan. Or actually, I'll take both of them. Can we pick up one on top of the other, I wonder? It's a terrible idea. No, we can't. So I'll have to do some fancy stuff, I guess, to get the result I want. But we can hopefully climb on top of a van for no apparent reason, and then run towards the lake and drop our beer. It doesn't look like I'm running, but I am. It's as fast as it'll go. So we have to go down to hopefully find our boat here. I either docked it at the dock or around this area, so there we go. We'll see it right there. Nothing over there of interest. We'll just go to a boat then, and when we get there you will see something that may surprise you. Yes, loads of food in the water. Seriously guys, what's going on? The automation gods have not been nice to me. What the automation gods are doing in my summer car, I don't know, but that's apparently what's happening. We've got loads of two-stroke fuel though. Hopefully the lid held it all in. Otherwise we'd cause loads of water pollution, but more importantly, we have got less fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the boat up and get the other beers, and then I will return. Oh dear. My food is literally jumping overboard. Am I the only one seeing this? It was a terrible idea, okay? Really, really terrible idea. My food is having problems like that. Now I'll have to load all of this into the boat, but I can't because the torch isn't there. So here we are at the town, and I took a hideously ineffective route somewhere around there, but I did eventually find my way, and we're probably just about running out of fuel, so I'll have to use some of this kind of reserve supply I had here, because I was stupid enough not to bring any when we tried driving the boat. Now thankfully we do have some basic needs sorted. Use the most empty one of these first. Come on. And that should help sort that out. With the fatigue, nothing I can do about that at the moment without going to the island. I'll have to try not running, which I guess is something. Have another one of these, and can we eat whatever that is? I think we can. Sugar, is it? No, we can't, so it must be for making cakes or something. I don't know. Either way, that's the worst of that done. I think for now, we want to go to the shop and get more shopping to build our hideout on the island. Meaning basically I can go there if I really need anything. Mind, the boat wouldn't be docked at the town, so I guess it would be kind of pointless. Or I guess if I lose all my vehicles and I want to brake halfway to the town. Hey, it could happen. It happened before. And maybe that would be an option. Although I say lose all my vehicles, it would have to be all of them apart from the boat. There we have our church over there, and I don't think there's any place to sleep in the town, sadly. Although at the junkyard there is the old seat or something you can sleep on near the toilet. I don't know why there's somewhere there though, but there isn't somewhere in the town. It seems very strange to me. Anyway, we are getting to the shop. It should still be daytime enough to buy things. Or so I hope. Otherwise the pub will be open and we'll be able to at least get something to sort our worst first needs out for the time being. I did 2 missions when I towed the tractor home. I did a sewage mission and I did a wood mission, which helped pay for stuff. You can never have enough food in this game, so I'm going to buy it all. I've got the money, so it's no issue. And should we have milk? I would say, but it would be a bit pointless since I can't get caught for drunk boating in this game. Yeast. Ah, that's behind it. I thought it was odd that ketchup said yeast. Here's our bag. Hopefully now we can boat across the lake and arrive at the island. And here we have our hideout of sorts, with our beer on the closest to a sink area we have, and the other food in the closest to a refrigerator we have. So, all in all, that's pretty good. Wait, we can light this up. Ooh, that's very interesting, actually. We don't have a room light here, but we have our own little lantern. I may actually steal this off and go on my escapades, because that looks like something very useful to have in combination with the torch. Now, the torch I mentioned is still in the boat, and my fatigue is going crazy, so I'll have to rush to collect that and then sleep on the sofa thing. I just want to make sure I have the light here if it's stupidly dark when I wake up. Now, there is food and drink, so it's not the end of the world. It's going to get by at least with everything. We are moving along. That I'll probably take on the boat with me for the journey, as they say. Or can have one now, actually, since my thirst is fairly high. Get that dealt with. Yeah, you can go. You can roll down into the sea. Oh, it didn't. I do need to save as well in the toilet, which I'll do now. Or I'll do it actually after this take, because it does quick to the main menu. Go to sleep. Hold the torch while you sleep in your eyes, as you do. Oh, good. It looks like we've woken up at daytime. Or maybe not daytime, but it is definitely not really dark, which is a plus. We've still got our candlelight going. I think we can turn that off. There's no real need for it to be on. And things have gone well. So I guess now all we can really do is travel home and hope that goes well. Goodbye, my friend. Goodbye. Yeah. It appears I've kind of lost my truck. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's going to be. And there's loads of food in there as well, oh dear. We do need to get something to drink though. Now, where was that beer? Was it in the truck? I don't know. I'll have to go to my house now. And what I was trying to do was move closer so I could put some food in the truck. And now look what's happened. But still, we do have some urine, so you know what we need to do. We need to go to the pier, because that's what all responsible people do. And who? Ooh, here we have some beer. We can have some of this. Sort our thirst out. You know what we do with our litter? Just throw it in the lake. I say litter, it's more waste. Glass waste, should I say. You can go in as well. There we go. Making the lake very special indeed today. For it will be graced once again. There we go. Remind me not to go swimming in this. It's probably not a good idea. But anyway, I almost went swimming in it. Wouldn't want that to happen. And over there, somewhere, we have our island. where we can go and hide out when the police find out someone's been contaminating the water. So, yeah, things have worked out quite well for me. Just I've completely lost my truck. You can't even tell it is or ever was here. Yeah, I have a tendency to mess these things up. But that is really bad. You can vaguely see it now from this point, but not normally. I'm thinking, I don't know how I'll get out there. Maybe if I reload the game, it will somehow start up under the lake and I'll be able to drive it out. Wouldn't that be a majestic scene? But I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know how I'm going to do it. And I have just remembered though, there was one thing I did have to do. I did forget, but you know, I'm sadly going to have to go swimming in this lake. It's contaminated. Oh no, we're swimming now. There we go. At this point, it's you know, the only sane, rational thing to do is to release the tap. Oh yes, at the bottom of the lake. As you do, you know. I'm actually thinking now though, I wonder if that's like in BeamNG where you can have a really thin layer of water but underneath it is nothing. Like this is just dry land under here. You can see the poo just went white to the ground, so that might mean something. But anyway, I'm going to jump cut now. Okay, seriously though, I think I've done everything I want to do for this episode, so I'm going to leave it here for today. And can we answer the phone to no one? Yeah, just no, we have to stand here while we're answering the phone. That's sad, we can't walk with it. But anyway, I'm going to throw some third ices across the room, and I'll say goodbye until another day.